Yo, what's going on guys? I'm the Chili Pepper. Welcome back to another episode of Project Pires. In this episode I'll be adding in a new rule which was created by one of you guys. I don't need to say any names, you know who you are. The new rule is that we now do have a point system in place for the rest of the series. For example, if I score a goal with Pires, I'll get 100 points, and if I score a goal with the team, I will get 50 points. I can use these points to go through a level system starting at level 1, then moving up, but every level I get through I earn myself a pokeball. With this, I will be able to capture one of the opponent's players, but I can only do this when I win the game. Hope this new rule will make this series a bit more exciting, but anyways, let's get into the gameplay. Just before we get into the gameplay, I thought I would show you this guy's team. As you can tell, I do go with the Arsenal kit as he goes for the Real Betis kit. This guy does a very solid team with, I do believe, Inform, Mahrez, Gabriel Jesus, and Martial up front, with Gundogan, Ericsson, and the new MVP Denmark player, which I don't know the name of. He does have Marcus Alonso left back, Koscielny, Inform Otamendi, Walker, and Joe Hart. This will be a very tough game to get some upgrades. So the game does start off with my opponent leading the attack, with it starting with Ericsson and him passing to Gundogan, then passing it back to Ericsson, which then does force me to throw in a very rash tackle, which does cause me to have a yellow card. From this I can already tell that this is going to be a very tough game to at least get past his defence, or at least get a few goals in for some upgrades. His free kick does come to nothing. Free kick does come to nothing. I threw the ball back out to Deslandis. Deslandis then passes it to Croissant. Croissant puts the ball down to Pires. Pires gets round one of his defenders. He does then cut in. And I do get to his shot, but it does just roll across the floor into Joe Hart's hands. After that attack, my opponent does continue to try and get into attack, but I do throw in another terrible challenge, which does lead to my opponent getting an advantage. I did think here when I tackled him that he was going to get sent off, but it actually turned out to be Gilovugi from the tackle you just seen a minute ago. That's not very good for our first debut player, our first goal debut player, because he just got a yellow card. We are on the attack again, with the ball being sent over the top of the field, but his defender does manage to cut it out in time, and then he does look for an attack. Marcus Alonso does run with the ball. He then passes the ball into Ox. The Ox then passes the ball to Jesus. Jesus passes to Ericsson, and then Ericsson does do a ball roll, passes it through to Martial. Martial then does try and send the ball over to the other side of the box. My goalkeeper comes out and picks it up. He's on the attack again with Jesus. He passes the ball into Ericsson. Ericsson does cut round, and he does a Ronaldo chop, and I do believe he does take a shot here, and it just goes wide of the post. Yeah, it does go wide. I personally thought that should have gone in for a player of his caliber. We are on the attack now with Fiob. Fiob then does a fake shot to get past the defender. He does take a shot, and Joe Hart does push it out for a corner kick. As we wait for the corner, I just have one question for you guys, and is, do you want to see any more content on my channel? Because I have recently got the new Call of Duty World War II, thanks to the courtesy of a very good friend. So if you guys would like to see that, please comment down below. But as you just did see there, we have gone into half time. If you would like to view the stats, just pause the video whenever you want and have a look at them, because I think it was very even stats, but I think it was more in my hand than the guy I was playing. The opponent does now have a free kick. He does pass it out. I do press square here to try to clear the ball, but it actually ends up in him tackling Pires, which didn't go very well. So they must be turning on each other now, just helping the team as much as they can. This guy did sub on Gelson Martins in the half time, and he just send the ball in to Otamendi, and it does come off the crossbar to hit the it goes in, but it just goes behind the line. So that's pretty bad right now, as we are now on one downgrade. We are on the attack with Pires. Pires passes the ball back to Laprovot. Laprovot passes to Fiob. Fiob tries sending a through ball in, but his defender does block Pires from getting there. I think if his defender went there, I would have got the ball and I would have scored. In this clip, what it was a finesse shot from Pires, which I believe should have gone in, especially with a player of his caliber, more or less. My opponent does have the attack again with Ericsson. He does run through. I do throw in a very terrible challenge. Actually go past him and just let Ericsson run through, which does mean he is now on 3-0. I did actually miss a goal, so apologies for that, but we are now on 3 downgrades. That's not a very good start for this episode, so as you can see there, Wissa got man in the match, so I couldn't even get one upgrade, but it won't count anyway. Anyway, let's get into the next match. So guys, after that game we do have 3 downgrades, and from that game I did take it upon myself to make some adjustments to the team. I did just change the formation, but as you can see here, I do bring in a new striker called Aka Pro, and then do replace the right back with that right back that did score that amazing goal for us in, I do believe, the second episode, I think, where I passed through the guy's defence and the linesman put his line up, but it was actually for a foul and I thought he was offside, so I just took a shot. to hit with outside his boot and just curled around the goalkeeper and win him. As you can see here, I was applying some contracts and fitness to the players. That is my fault. Sorry for you doing this. I'm just a really terrible YouTuber, you know. Just can't get these things right, so I apologise for that. So, let's get into the gameplay. So we have found our next opponent of today. I did try going with the FC Mainz kit, and I was going with the Schalke kit, but I was waiting for a little bit, thinking he was just away from the controller. Then I thought to myself, maybe if I change my Arsenal kit, he might ready up. Coincidentally, he did actually ready up. So I have now readied up, and he's now readied up. When I did connect to him, I did think that he had a very low chem team. He does have a bronze English striker and a silver English striker up top, with Lone Lamar, Lone Naby Keita, John Joe Shelby, a left mid playing right mid, a left back, Tompkins, Sula, a right back playing centre back, and a 54 rated goalkeeper. If you guys do not know what a lone player is, it is basically, if you saw the blue outline around a player, it means that's not actually his. He has him for so many games, and then he cannot use him anymore. So let's go. So guys, we do begin with Guy Lavogi passing the ball to Croissants. Croissants does take a shot, and fair enough to his goalkeeper for pushing this out, but he does pass it to Fiob on mistake, and Pires does get a shot on that to get us a goal, to also get us one upgrade for the team. Hopefully we can this can bounce us back from the 3 downgrades we just got. That was also 100 points for us getting to level 2, and if you are wondering why I have set the level boundaries for today, it is level, let's say we need 300 points to get level 2 to be able to get a pokeball. So we do have a shot of bar, and it just goes across the floor, just so and the keeper can just like literally parry it out like it was nothing. We do have a free kick here from a mistake from my opponent. He does tackle from behind, and obviously that's going to be my opponent. Obviously that's going to be a free kick every time, sorry, not my opponent. But I was going to just take a shot here of Pires, but then I realised he does put a player on the line, so I do pass the ball here to Croissants. Croissants then just stops, take a shot, and now that gets us 2 goals. So we're still on 1 upgrade, but we're also halfway to get another upgrade. That is also 50 points, so we're on 150 points. My opponent does come through and have a little shot, but it does roll across the floor for Brat just to pick it up. I do throw it out to Pires. Pires then passes the Aka Pro, the new but old striker we got. He then passes it back to Pires. Pires does get through his defence. He cuts round him once, and he does take a shot, and it just goes top bin. So that means we're now on 2 upgrades and 250 points. As you can see, Pires is there celebrating, getting a 45th minute goal. Bit of AIDS there really, but you know, as EA, what you can do, everything always happens in the 45th and the 90th minute. Some people know that more than others. Those are the halftime stats, and as you can tell, I was all over that guy. I think this change in formation has actually been really beneficial, and the fact that I will be keeping to this more often now, especially this formation, because the 4-3-2-1, I enjoy it, but it just wasn't really getting me goals I needed and all that. But my opponent does go through a Sewell, surprisingly, and he does pass it to the Simpson. I thought it was going to be a goal, but Brat does pull off an amazing save just to push the ball down, go behind him, and be able to turn around and grab the ball. We're on the attack again with Theob. Theob does send the ball in to Aka Pro, but he just send it past the goal. In this clip, we were just starting on the attack, and Theob does take a shot, but it does roll across the floor, and his keeper is easy to save it. We're on the attack again, with me sending it over the top through ball to Theob. Theob then gets it down with his chest. I do try and cut in. Then I thought his defender was going to get that, so I did just take a shot, just for potluck really. As we all know, just taking random shots does have a very high chance of going in because of my right back. It does fall out to Bar. Bar passes it to Aka Pro, but it literally falls to nothing, so I just kind of cut the clip there. I then take a shot with Aka Pro. I don't know how to say his name. Please put down in the comment section of how to say it or something like that, because I generally do not know. But my opponent was on the attack again. He does do a fake shot back, and I do cut out easily. Right, Ak Pro. There we go. He does send the ball over the top to Pires, and I was looking for Theob the Beast back corner. I was going to send it in. He's going to head it, but no. Pires just sends a weak cross over to the boy Theob, and it doesn't even hit him. Not even close to him. Anyway, Ak Pro has a very menacing finesse shot, and I thought that was going top right, but obviously not. FIFA always has other ideas. It is coming towards the end of the game, but I thought I would go on one last attack with the ball from the Croissants. Croissants passing to Ak Pro, but it literally led to nothing, and that was game. So there was 2 goals from Pires, that's 2 upgrades, and 1 goal from Croissants. That's 2 upgrades, and that is also 250 points. That is a great comeback after what happened last game. So let's get into the upgrades. So guys, after that game we did have 2 upgrades and 250 points. Sadly we did not get the extra 50 points to capture one of the opponent's players. Hopefully we can do that next episode. But I did spend the 2 upgrades on the striker. We did get Augustin. He does have nice stats, so 79 pace, 70 shot, 57 physical, 72 dribbling, pretty nice. 3-star, medium. Hopefully he can get us some more goals, get us some more points, capture some more players. Anyway guys, I've been the Chili Pepper. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.